In 2016, the prog world lost a great one. They lost Nektar's original guitarist and lead vocalist, Roye Albrighton. However, in 2020, they've released a brand new album. How does it hold up to the rest of the catalog? Come back and let's find out.
Writing letters in the sky.
So far, this year has been great for progressive rock, and Nektar's new album is no exception. After their lead vocalist, Roye Albrighton, passed away in 2016, I had doubts about the band and how they would be able to continue. However, after listening to this album, my fears turned out not to be true. The album sounds like a classic Nektar album, and I think it is Nektar's best album since the mid-70s. This album has 3 original members on it. The members are Derek Mo Moore on bass and vocals, Ron Howden on drums and vocals, and Mick Brockett, who contributes to the lyrics. The band also has Ryche Chlanda on guitar and lead vocals. Rick was in the band in 1978 for a few months also. Rounding out the band is Randy Dembo, who plays bass and 12-string guitar and has been with them since the 2000s. And finally, there is also Kendall Scott on keyboards, who joined the band in 2019. This album was made through Kickstarter. Now, let's review the songs. I'm on Fire starts off the album well with its rocking beat and guitar musicianship. Right away, I realized this is going to be a classic Nektar album. Derek Moore sings on this song and does a pretty good job. I also really enjoyed the instrumental in the middle of the song. The second song on the album is a song called Skywriter. This song starts off with a very mysterious guitar riff, and then the song starts and you can hear Rick singing. His vocals are very beautiful in this song. The song gives me a Beatles vibe whenever I hear the chorus. I also really enjoyed the guitar during the instrumental. Rick did a great job on the vocals, I think, on this track. I also really liked the grand feeling of the instrumental, especially with the choir in the background. A definite standout track on the album. Following Skywriter, we have Love Is / The Otherside. This is the epic of the album, and boy, this really makes me think back to Remember the Future Part 1 and even A Tab in the Ocean. That's how good this song is. It starts off great right away with all the instrumentals fitting together very nicely, and the musicianship on the song is nothing but spectacular. This is one of the best progressive rock songs I've heard in quite a long time. It never gets boring and keeps you interested throughout the entire song. The song is just awesome, and I think everybody deserves to hear it. Track 4, Drifting. This song comes right after the epic Love Is / The Other Side, and it doesn't disappoint in the slightest. This is probably the darkest song on the album, but the song is beautiful at the same time. The keyboards on the song, they work great, and they're very unique to Nektar. Great track overall. Following Drifting, we have a song called Devil's Door. The guitar and the vocals during the first minute and 17 of the song are actually that of Roye Albrighton, the lead singer from Nektar from 1969 to 2016 when he passed away. And the switching ear-to-ear effect that you hear in the beginning of the song was the producer who passed away also. They used old audio and put it in the beginning of the song in their memories. The song itself is also amazing. It's a great Nektar track. Everything is good on this one and should be another one that will probably be contender for Best Prog Song of 2020. On to track 6, The Light Beyond. This song is only 2 minutes and 51 seconds, what makes it the shortest on the album. The song almost has a feel that it should have been an intro track rather than a separate track itself. But even though the song is short, it still is a stunning track. Reminds me something of maybe Yes Would Do. After The Light Beyond, we have a song called Look Through Me. This song didn't really sound like something Nektar would do when I first heard it, but it's still a great song, and I'm very glad it made it onto the album. The acoustic guitar on this track is also very pleasant. This is a very calming song. I really enjoy this song. This song really showcases the vocals of Rick while providing a new interesting sound for the band. And the last track on the album is a song called Why Can't I Be More Like You? And this song is fantastic. It really reminds me of a Beatles song crossed with a Nektar song, which works really well. I really enjoy again Rick's voice on this song. The drums were also a standout on this song as well. Overall, this album was fantastic. It sounded like a classic Nektar album. This album just blew me away literally. I was totally taken by surprise at how good it was going to be. I think this could be one of Nektar's top best albums. My only qualm with the album is I find sometimes the lyrics are a little bit silly. But other than that, overall, it's a great album. I'm going to give it a rating of 81%. Thanks for your time, guys. Welcome back, guys. As you know, I like to show off a physical copy of the album I reviewed if I have it in some form or another. So here's the CD version. There's the front cover. There's the back cover. There's the inside. Picture of the CD up close. And I'll get the book out here and show you guys. Of course, there's the front. Some credits and some lyrics. More of the same. There's a picture of the guys on the left there. And a great live shot. More credits. And there's the back of the booklet. Right, guys, thanks again. Take care of each other and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.